Hello, Chris and Gabby, Retro Heads, and we are back to talk about the Super Retro Games Fair at Leeds.
It's another video about pickups.
It's another pickup video, another event video.
Yay!
Whoop, whoop, you lucky people.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wish I was on the other side of this, watching us, you know what I mean? You're so on, you should privilege, aren't you?
I don't know, that last one rabbited on for a bit.
Rabbit. Oh,
right.
Oh. Yeah, it was a brilliant event, absolutely fantastic. I love that location.
Yeah, it's such a nice big hall.
Yeah.
So many sellers, and it's just like...
It's just, yeah, but not even like...
It's not a sweaty one, is it?
Yeah,
it's not one of them where you just get hot as out walking around, because it's like...
It's because it's
small ceilings and everything.
Yeah, it's double story, but it's like open because it's like there's a balcony right on the outside, which you can go upstairs and look over, and you have like a little food, like a hole in the wall where you can get like coffees from and sandwiches, and then he has like his computers up on the top balcony overlooking over, and like, so it's not just like a little sweatbox, it's actually nice and open, you know what I mean, and you don't feel all the... To be fair, if you really want to, he probably could have shoved everything down and got another row in, but he doesn't. He kept it quite spaced apart. So
yeah, there's nothing worse than when you're trying to walk around, like when they have them in corridors, for example, when it's like only 2 people wide and there's 3 people stood at the table trying to, you know, it's like trying to squeeze through every gap, and you've bought like a boxed Nintendo game and you're worried about it getting crushed in the crowds and stuff.
Yeah. Don't get us wrong. It's probably better for us. It's probably not as good for the sellers. I dare say a seller likes it when it's more, because if you have 3 or 4 people pushing to get to the front, people will panic buying more.
Yeah, I suppose.
You know, I suppose if someone's pushing over your shoulder, you see a game, you're like, you pick it up, I'm having that. But I suppose it's more chill out and open, you kind of take your time more. So I bet it's way better for us buyers, way better. I don't know what the sellers think, but
to be fair, as long as they make a steady, because they can only sell to 1 or 2 people at a time, really, can't they?
Yeah.
Until we turn up, and then I take all his time trying to haggle. But that's by the by.
But like I say, the whole setup is brilliant because you have that there. But if it's been in like the university, student union place or whatever, it's a nice venue because you also have a nice bar with a cheap pint. They serve food in there, and get pizzas, and I think I've got a calzone or something maybe from me and Simon Locke went and chilled out and had some food, and even Jay, which we went to later. We'll talk about all them later. But the venue was just brilliant, I think. I mean, even the parking for us, we got there early, so we got some free parking up on one of the back streets.
Yeah, it saves going in the multi-story and having to pay 15 quid or something at the end of the day once you've spent all your money.
But it was spot on, because obviously it was really good for us this time, because we don't tend to get in like pretty much at the start of things, but this time we were there even earlier because we actually held a competition for Steve. We did a Super Mario Kart fastest lap challenge, so we were up on the balcony all day, for a good chunk of it. Yeah, me. Hosting a competition, but because of that, it meant we were in like.
That helps.
We were in really early, weren't we? I think we were in at the same time as the sellers were setting up, so basically we went in, spent 10-20 minutes setting our computers up and putting our sign up, and then that was it. We were just wandering around, everyone in the thick of it.
Yeah, pestering everyone while they're trying to set the tables up and the stalls up, like, oh, you got how much is this? Would you do that for half price? Before the doors even open?
Yeah, before you even got all your stuff off the shelves.
Yeah.
But no, it was a cracking event. And yeah, anything to say about the car, like our first impressions and that, what do you think of it?
Yeah, like I say, the venue's brilliant. It's just a pity, talking to Stephen, he says he can only host there out of term time.
Out of term time, I think.
Yeah, so unfortunately he can't, because we were saying, why don't you have all your events here instead of like going back to the Marriott. The Marriott's good, but it can't have the capacity in at one time as the student union can. And he was saying, like, obviously he's got to keep it out of term time for all the students. It's like, well, you pay them, you know, have them picking up litter or something. They only need 10 pence an hour.
Yeah.
So no, it was a good day. Like, I mean, don't get us wrong, Chris did all the work on the competition. He loves it though. He thrives on just talking people's ears off and
Well, that's what
have a go at this here, right? It's a free game, so yeah, you get this. I mean, we had a prize off Mark's Memory Bites.
Mark's Memory Bites. It was a fantastic
little
prize.
diorama, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Picture diorama type thing.
Well, it was brilliant because obviously I advertised it on Twitter, and he basically got in contact saying, does he want us to donate a prize? Is it okay if he donates us a prize? And of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And the thing is, he does like a diorama 3D images of games. So he did one on Super Mario Kart.
Yeah, he takes screenshots of the game he's playing and then makes them
like
3D.
A 3D diorama, really.
Yeah.
So it looks like the game screen, and it was fantastic. It really was.
Oh yeah.
And
have a look on his Facebook page or
yeah,
Twitch.
I'll leave a link. I'll definitely leave a link. We know I say this and I don't, but I will. I shall leave a link.
I get wrong for saying Chris will leave a link.
I'll leave a link.
Always offered on us.
Leave our behind the scenes video, which you've probably already seen. If you haven't, go and watch it. Of Mark's Memory Bites, and his work is absolutely fantastic. It really is. But yeah, but no, like you were saying, I just love the interaction. I really do. I love just talking to people. That's why I love live streams so much, because I just love the interaction and talking and the hanging out and just generally. What I like best about when I'm doing stuff like this is you're always in couples. You never say one no. It's always like a couple of lads or a lad and a lass and that. And you sit one down while they're playing. You talk to the other one. Oh, how's your day going? What have you bought? Here you buying? Here whatever.
Mm.
And it's literally talking to them about retro games or modern games or what you buy. I just love that interaction.
Mark does a lot of interviews where he sees what people's bought.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
And it is interesting to see what people have bought, isn't it? I mean, just because not everyone likes the same stuff. A lot of people go for statues and figurettes and all the collector's items, stuff like that. Where I'm all about the games, you know.
I tell you what, and a lot of people, PS1 is making, everyone's loving PS1 at the moment. The last two events I think now we did this kind of stuff. You'll hear about another one in another video.
The next week's video. Just you wait. It's part 3.
But everyone is just picking up PlayStation games, Spyros and Crash Bandicoots. Them games, everyone's picking them games up.
Crash Bandicoot dropped massively in price. Like I think it's about 20 quid where it used to be 30 for the first one.
Wow.
Because of the Insane trilogy.
I thought that maybe pushed it up, but it hasn't. It's brought it down.
Brought it back down again.
Oh, but I just love interacting and meeting new people, and for that competition it was brilliant. We're in a nice location, I thought, because we're right down the bottom, just above Tootie. It was. Tootie was in the bottom corner, and we were like on a balcony just above him, so it was just like leaning over and like, all right, Stu, all right, Tootie.
I think you pestered him a bit too much that day, didn't you?
I can go on a bit. I can go on.
Yeah, Stu. That is what I have to put up with all the time. Imagine working with him for 8 hours a day. You only had it for 8 hours one day. I have it all week.
No, but we're in a class spot, so there's the steps are coming up, so I was literally pouncing on every single person who covered those steps.
Yeah.
Getting them to go on Mario Kart. And the thing is, I said this so many times that day, and it's so true. It's like, have a go on Mario Kart. They say, oh, I'm no good at it. I says, well, if you're good, you get to win a prize. Even if you don't win, you get to play Mario Kart. So it's a win-win-win situation, you know what I mean?
I always enjoy it when there's a couple, like a lad and a lass, and you sit the lad down, and then you get the lass to have a go after. And you know, I would say over 50% of the time the women win.
Oh,
the girls will win over 50% of the time, won't they? Especially the first go. If they have 2 goes, the lad always pulls it back. But
well, it is because the lad will sit down. So I'm talking to the lass behind, and I'm like saying, "Come on, have a go." No, I can't. I'm like egging her on while he's playing. I'm saying, "Just think if you win, though. Just think if you win."
Bragging rights for the rest of the day, isn't it?
Yeah, like say the lad's like, "Oh, we were going." No, I'm going to have a go now, and you can see the nervousness.
Yeah, oh yeah, they're always panicking when the lass sits down, like.
But no, it was a great day. But obviously while we were up there, we actually had a couple of people turn up, and they basically hung out for us while we had all the competition.
Yeah, well, while you were dragging everyone in, I think I spent most of the day talking to Jay and Simon Locke.
Yeah, we had Jay and Simon Locke turn up, and they basically hung out all day, and it was fantastic.
Oh, it was good crack, like, yeah. Really, I really enjoyed it. Will didn't turn up, did he?
No,
Will didn't. Someone else turned up. Who was it? It wasn't just them two. There was another one of your stream followers, wasn't there? I'm sure. I don't know.
I don't think so, Gav, but it makes it so bad now by saying that. No, it wasn't. There was someone else turned up. There was Sammy turned up.
Sammy? Oh, that's yeah, the record holder.
Yeah,
that was brilliant. That like.
Thanks.
I've never laughed so hard. He had to go on Chris's cart and just ruined it. It was brilliant because you turned to me and said, "I feel like my car's just been raped."
It was shocking because
Sammy's the former world record holder on Mario Kart for a lot of time trials.
Yeah.
And he just sat down and had a few goes on different courses on Chris's kart and just like unlocked the secret stages, didn't he?
When we were playing Blackpool, we got talking to someone on the morning we were on our breakfast, and we found out that it was Sammy, and we got chatting, and we actually spoke to him the next morning and all when we were playing Blackpool. We got quite friendly, like chatting.
Yeah, he's a lovely lad, like really, really is.
He was hosting an event to play Blackpool and doing his time trial stuff.
Yeah.
And we just got to know him quite well on them, just on them 2 mornings alone in the next in thing. And I don't know whether he found out we were doing a challenge or he just decided to turn up anyway. But he just kind of said he had a day free, so we just turned up and they come and sign us. And then obviously he wasn't in the competition, that would be unfair.
Oh yeah, Chris says, is he allowed on the competition? And I looked and thought, he's the record holder, isn't he? He's the one from Blackpool. No, he's not allowed, Chris.
But it was class because he just turned up and he come to see us and he hung out for a good while, didn't he? And then
he was there for the rest of the day once he turned up, like, yeah.
He raped my cart and just put stupid times on it. I think it's...
Yeah.
I was tempted, but all the lads were saying you'd have to wipe that now, but I'm quite happy to have it, because I'm quite happy to keep those times on.
It makes it more unique now, doesn't it?
But it was spot on, it was brilliant because
he's a lovely lad. You can just walk up and talk to him and he'll talk your ear off about Mario Kart.
Oh, he's Mario while I'm Zelda.
Oh, I think he's Mario on steroids to what you're on Zelda, to be honest, like. But no, he's a really lovely bloke, like, really
I think
nice.
Simon and Jay were just like in awe of the first time I seen him do it, of what he does.
Oh, yeah.
Wonder what levels, it's like, let's say the track's this big, he makes it that big, because it jumps over all the water, and it's like a few seconds a lap kind of thing, it's crazy.
One of the frozen lakes on the special club, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. And he does literally make the level go from that big to that big.
Yeah.
And there was one on the Ghost level where he was doing a jump, and just jumping up half the map, and to see it in motion. Because Simon said he watched the time trial on YouTube of the fastest lap to see if we get any tips for it. And he says it probably was Sammy who we watched, because it was like kind of things he was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he gave you some tips on how to do stuff, didn't he? And he was actually checking your score. If you watch the behind the scenes video, you'll see how good Gav actually is in like the UK times.
I can't remember what it was now, to be honest.
I
think it was 300 and something in the world and
40 something maybe, I don't know.
I was thinking more 90, I can't remember, to be honest.
No, but it was a cracking day, and just like saying Sammy turned up was a good laugh, and then obviously had Simon and Jay. Then even downstairs there was sellers, there was obviously Tootie, there was Dana, he was selling, Matt was selling his prints, and then there was obviously
Wish Wash
was there, yes. Then there was the main people who we talked to, like John and Chris and Saw Thumbs, Lee. There was a lot of people there. It was a cracking day, it really was.
That's the thing about the Super Retro Games Fair. He does 3, doesn't he? He does Collectabilia, which is a lot of toy sellers go as well.
Yeah.
Retro games and a retro toy sellers. And then he does the Games Fair, which is at the Marriott, so it's a smaller event. And then he does the Super Retro Games Fair, which is the big full-blown one.
Yeah.
Which was that one at the university, because it's just a massive event, and the amount of people that were selling, I mean, it's not like one of these play where you go and there's 10 fudge stalls and then
the fudge.
I'm sick of hearing about fudge, you know. I don't know why I mentioned it there.
I never even seen fudge. I don't know where fudge cake come from.
Oh, yeah, it's because there was 2 stalls, maybe it's even 3 on that first Blackpool we went to.
Yeah, I know.
And it's like you but like at a lot of the play events, it's like the seller ratio is about 50%.
Yeah.
Which isn't a good ratio for me, like, because you have a lot of merch as well, which I'm not into. You have the t-shirts, the fudge, you have the swords, the shields, you have the Tom and Odds or whatever, what you call them. Big head, little body things, amiibos. You just have tables full of amiibos.
No, not amiibos. Them's amiibos. All bobblehead things.
Yeah. I don't know what you call them now.
Pops.
Yeah, Funko Pops.
Funko Pops.
You have 2 or 3 tables full of Funko Pops,
Yeah.
like different sellers, and it's just like, yeah, you buy the ones you want, but surely you don't have to come to one of these events to find them, you know?
Yeah.
And you even have like the plushy guys who take up a full corner with just racks and racks of plushies. For me, I'm not interested in that stuff. I'm there for the games, you know.
Yeah.
So I forget where I was going with that.
The retro game fair is awesome. That's where you're
Super
going.
retro game fairs are
Yeah.
awesome. Retro game fairs are really good. Collectability is good, but it's not super retro game fair. Anyway,
Yeah, ramble over. Let's do some pickups.
20 minutes down.
Let's show people what we got.
Right.
Let's start off. I tell you what, start off with have you got your what you got off Simon or not?
What's I get off Simon? Oh no, I forgot it.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Yeah, because I'm going.
I didn't write it on my list, Simon. I'm sorry, Simon. It was an awesome gift.
Yeah,
It really
Simon
was.
turned up and he gifted us this. He gave me this.
He wanted it.
Gifted us this.
Gifted it.
Gifted us this. And it's just this, but it's actually the Famicom disc system of Zelda 2. Now this doesn't work. It's just a shelf filler because he got one himself. Because Simon has got a Famicom disc system, and he got this game and it didn't work. So he got himself another one of these to make his, because he has a box complete, and he's got a box complete one that works now. And obviously it was useless to him, and that's why I wanted it, just as a little shelf filler. Obviously, for some reason he thinks I like Zelda, so I thought, I'll have it.
You very nearly got a box complete one, Chris. I got outbid though.
Did you?
You weren't worth any more than what I put in.
Oh man.
I didn't think it would go for £2, but it went over.
But yeah.
Yeah, you nearly got one, but you didn't.
It's a nice little shelf full of that, so thank you very much, Simon. But he gave you something that was awesome, didn't
Yeah, it was a PS1 memory card with the LCD screen where you can play games on it, and you installed Doom on it.
Yeah.
The only problem is you can't turn the game off. You have to die on it. And I was still playing it for about 5 or 10 minutes.
It's very like reminiscent of
Yeah,
like,
it's
of like one of these like Dreamcast memory cards, except it was a PlayStation one, and didn't it like pop up?
yeah. But like I was saying, I was playing it for about 5 or 10 minutes. And once I had me fill, I said, Simon, oh, how'd you knock it off? Like he says, oh, you just have to die. Go find a bad guy. I killed all the bad guys. He said, I didn't think you get that far. You're going to have to find a bad guy to kill you. So about another 2 or 3 minutes wandering around the hallways, I found somebody and just let him kill us to knock it off. Cracking little gift off site. I couldn't believe he donated it to us.
Yeah.
Because PS1, PS2, I love that guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not into peripherals as much as this man here, but
they're quite, like, they're not rare, but they're hard to come by because there's not many in this country. They are, I think, the Japanese like kind of exclusive
Possibly,
kind of thing. I'm sure they're not that easy to come by. You know what I mean?
It's one of them things where like
a gift. It really was.
One of them things where I sort of like heard of it slightly, but never really knew anything about it until
stuff I rubbed on about, isn't it?
Yeah. But it really was top notch of you, like Simon. It's in the memory card pile. I can't put a sticker on telling us which games it's for, or A, B, or C, because I've sticked them all up now, so I know what alphabetical order to put them in.
Yeah.
Because that's what my collection's all about. Yeah.
And our next free gift.
No, it was a nice day for free gifts.
It was, and this is actually awesome because it's the gesture of it alone was brilliant. We walked up to Retro John, and he says, "Hey, you boys, I got a gift for you." And he gave me Gav one of these each. It's actually a Zelda tin of mints. We both got one each, and apparently it was a joint gift of both John and Chris. I think they got a bundle between them and they had them in, and he said they'll give them to us. And it's just class that the people who would buy stuff off just give us a gift. You know what I mean? It's kind of like.
Oh yeah, it was first thing when we walked in. He saw us and said, "Hey, come here, lads. Got this for you." It was brilliant. Like.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like we're supposed to be spending money off these people and just giving us stuff. And I know it's only a tin of mints, but just the gesture alone.
It's the thought, isn't it?
Yeah. If I was blown away that they would do that, you know what I mean? So thank you very much, John and Chris.
Mind you, the money we spent on them in the past, I think
Yeah,
we want to get a box of mints every time we go.
I hope so. But yeah, it was brilliant. Right, then on to the purchases.
This is the pickups.
The pickups.
Right. Well, I bought these off Chris before I went to the event, and instead of posting them to us, I just said, hold on to them and I'll pick them up when I see you at Leeds, because obviously he's going to go. He's one of the regular sellers. I think I paid 25, it might have been less, I can't remember. He just had a stack of games and said who wants what, and it's very RPG. 2 PSPs, I got Final Fantasy Tactics on the PSP. I just got that on the Game Boy Advanced actually. It looks really good. It's very much like Mario Rabbids on the Switch, turn-based with the grid system, and that game is awesome, by the way. If you haven't played it, play it. It's beginner level, but doesn't take away from the... I mean, I just sat down and that's all I played. I completed it, went through it. I didn't do all the extra stuff like the completionist, like. But yeah, loved it. Well worth a look through. And I also got this one, Final Fantasy Dissidia.
Dissidia?
Dissidia? I don't know. Collector's edition or whatever. Comes with the nice little cards inside and whatnot.
And what not?
And what not?
What? Cool.
Yeah, little cards there. Nice little bits of artwork.
The Legacy edition. Yeah. You're probably like cool bit of uselessness. You know what I mean? Because what you ever going to do with them apart from leave them in the box? But yeah, just a cool bit of uselessness.
Yeah, I don't even know if they're all there, to be honest. I've never looked into it. There might be 1 or 2 missing. How many is there supposed to be? Tell me in the comments.
Tanium Ready looks like Volga off Legend of Zelda.
Who?
Volga.
Never heard of them. Which one's that off?
Skyward Sword, I would like to say. No, is that, or is it just off
I don't know. I also got this as well. Kingdom Hearts. So 3 Final Fantasy really. This is the 2.5 version, which I think the 1.5 is the first 2 on the PS2, and I think this is the advanced and something else. I can't remember. I did know, but it's 3 games anyway. Chris will tell you. He'll read up on it.
What's that? 2.5.
Yeah. Which ones is it?
I don't know.
There you are.
But
We don't know.
A good friend of mine, Rick, that ball gamer, is streaming Kingdom Hearts at the moment.
Which one?
Kingdom Hearts 1, but he's going to do them all.
It's a weird one, Kingdom Hearts, because it jumps systems so badly. It's unbelievable. I think it goes 1 and 2 on the PS2, and then it went over to one of the Nintendo handhelds, possibly for a prequel, and then might have gone on to maybe it's the PlayStation Portable or so. I can't remember, but it does jump around on the systems quite badly, from what I remember.
Yeah, well, I see, I've always fancied it. I've never played it, obviously not. I've been watching, like you're saying, Rick play it, and it looks a pretty cool game.
I've got a spare copy of 1 and 2 on the PS2, you know, Chris, if you want them for one of our little trade deals.
You could do. Well, see, actually, a couple of good games out of the collection I'll have to find to get rid of, because I've got a full shelf there and I've decided I'm not going to go
That's
anymore.
Not full. There you are.
Well, I could actually, yeah.
You can fit 2 in there.
I could actually. Well, I'm not going any more than that one shelf. It's double stacked that and all, so that's my PS2 full collection. It's also
Some nice games there, Chris. Max Payne, awesome game.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I want to do. I've got like 2 rows about that long, and that's my PS2, and I want it to be all killer.
Killer, no thriller.
Yeah, that's it. Just decent, and I'm not adding any more. So, although I don't know where it's going to go over there, because I'll not be able to double stack them. I might have to get rid of some.
Oh,
Might only have to go down to that much of one stack.
Can't do that. Yeah, so that was off Chris before the event even started. Just offline, basically, one of the Facebook pages. Then I'll show you. What did I get? Do you want to show some while I work?
Well, show me those games.
Go for it.
There's some of these off Chris, which will be...
That one's off Chris.
Yeah,
No, that one's John. That one's Chris.
Yeah, I don't know who they are. I never do it.
Go on then.
Yeah, I've got these two here. These are some random person. I've got McDonald Land, which has £8 on it, and I've got Quantum Fighter, which had a £5 on it. I got them both for a tenner.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's a good little buy, that,
Yeah.
right? Considering you don't know that. I suppose five. Yeah, I would say McDonald Land's a £5 a game anyway.
Yeah, that's to say I've got like £3 knocked off. So.
Quantum Fighter's cheap, very cheap for box complete even, but it's a brilliant game, little hidden gem really. Like, although a lot of people know about it, so it's not so hidden.
And I got the Adventures of Bio Billy.
Bio
Billy. What did I get that for? That was at the very end of the day, and I think I had about £3.50 in my pocket or something like that.
Just a change.
Yeah, because I was wanting another game which was £8 and you wouldn't knock that much off. So I ended up dropping down because I had a few quid in my pocket and I thought, what can I buy? And ended up getting this one for £6 because you wouldn't. I think it was off £3.50. I think I got it for something like that. And maybe it was asking for a bit much for an £8 game when it was only the one game.
Well, you would be. I wouldn't.
Yeah, maybe if I push more I'd have got it.
Yeah.
Then these must have been both off John. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Solid Jackman, and then this one which I was a bit good about because I did my same mistake again by not reading when I should do, and I got Pinbot, but it's French. So I'm a bit gutted. Yeah,
Johnny wants his money back.
So 5 more in those games out of the collection. But the thing is, I'm out of space now.
It's alright, Chris, they're going up there. They're going on the opposite side.
The thing is that there's like another 3 stacks behind there, isn't there?
No, you can see 5.
Yeah. There's like another 2 stacks there and all, so...
Yeah, while we're on about John, I spent ages hovering around John's thing. I just like... It's one of them things where there's a lot I want, but quite common, so you see it often enough, you know?
Yeah.
And it's sort of like... Because I do want to spend money with Chris and John, well, especially John and Chris, I just spend money with anyway.
Yeah.
But Chris sort of has a lot more high-end stuff this time round, than he. I mean, if you have a look at his little racks, he's got these little racks now, and he puts all the...
I don't know how they kind of play it, but obviously Chris is more... I don't know, I don't mean like professional about it, but he's actually got the proper fresh start game and name out, and John's is more for a day out, if that makes sense. I don't know how to say it without maybe, I don't make it sound like good one about the other, but Chris always seems to have more the high end better stuff than John.
Well, I think what it is Chris must have more spare time than John.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
But the thing is, I do know that they get a lot of bundles in the split. And they do split a lot of the stuff and put them on the stores, but I don't know, Chris always seems to have a lot more better high end stuff, but he gets that from CX and that, doesn't he? Yeah.
Don't be telling people that.
Why?
Because then it's going to be impossible for us to get anything from there.
Why?
It's bad enough with Chris buying all the good stuff. Anyway, John.
Come on.
He had these, and like I say, he has other stuff as well, but I don't know, all the common good games that I want, but I was looking for special stuff that day. Sometimes you go to these things and think, I want a couple of good high-end games today. I don't want to come back with 20 games for 20 quid each or 10 quid each or whatever. I want to come back with probably 5 or 6 really nice display items that I want to play as well, but if I get round to it. So what I got from John, I was really happy with this. This was a no-brainer for me. Like, it's a super hard type.
Hard type?
Super hard type.
Super hard type.
Super hard type. Obviously not R-Type 3 because that is a fortune, but yeah, super hard type, 25 quid. which I think is a good price anyway. John being John, he does deals.
You're ready for super graphics?
Yeah, it's R-Type basically. I don't think they change from one game to the next too much, do they?
What's that?
R-Type. You can play one, you've played pretty much all of them. They are different, but very much the same. I got Super Putty, which is not a bad little game, and not a bad little price either for 15 quid. I remember back in the day thinking, it looks interesting, bit of a, what do you call it? Strategy platform. I can't think what you call it now. It's been a long day. I also got Dream Master, Little Nemo Dream Master.
It's a bit like James Bond, that, the kind of cartoony graphics.
Yeah, the graphics do.
Yeah.
It plays nothing like James Bond. Yeah, Little Nemo Dream Master, which is a really good game. A little bit of, not exactly a hidden gem, but
You keep saying you're seeing
yeah.
Kim Justice.
Kim Justice loves it, like gans on about it all the time, so made me want to get it. I did have it loose, so somebody else is going to get that now
Yeah.
in a trade. Along the lines of like, what do you want to call the one where Kid Chameleon,
Kid
or
Chameleon.
where instead of changing into animals, it's a platformer. I think you feed the animals or send them to sleep or something like that, then jump on their back and you use their power-ups. So like if you jump on a bear's back, you can climb up walls, and if you're a frog or something, I haven't played it yet, but from what I remember of Kim Justice's review, it does look good, so look into it. There'll be a review online somewhere, or maybe watch this space.
Aye, good one. Good idea.
Yeah. They were from Retro John.
Retro John, I actually got to buy some proper meat off Retro John once, because normally...
You got some of Retro John's meat, did you?
Yeah, because normally I kind of like... I go around and buy NES games off him, loose NES games, and spending like maybe £20, £30 on loose NES games. But for once, he had some awesome stuff in that I was after, and I couldn't believe that I got so much from the first one was Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess on the GameCube, and we had it up for 50. And the next one was the Legend of Zelda the Collector's Edition, which had up for 25.
Is that a variant?
Yeah, white. I'm still waiting for it to bring us a black box over. So the thing is, there's a black box and a purple box version of this game, and I've already got the purple box, but the thing is, £25 is a really good price for that. And in the condition it is in, it looks really nice, the actual sleeve.
That's a rental one.
They all are.
Are they?
Yeah, they're all for promotional use only.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, and it's just a really nice nick. I mean, looking at the manual, it's awesome, isn't it? So I thought if I just get that and just change it for a black box, it's exactly the same. So yeah, that means I got both of them now. And then Gav showed this in the last pickup video that I missed. Passed on at Geek Trader because I didn't think it was a UK one. But when I did some more research, they all like this, and it is the Legend of Zelda in Minish Cap. And I'm glad because this box is fantastic. There is a slightest bit of crushage along that side, but apart from that, the box is in pristine condition. It really is. I mean, it's even like that. It's even that good there, like open because the tabs are still really nice on it. You know what I mean?
I hate that.
So do I, because it damages, especially because it's perforated a bit on the top and all.
Yeah.
So it just wants you to rip it.
But I just want you to bend the top of it. You know, it's like It's nice that they put them in so it stops closed, but getting it open's again, like.
I think that was up for 35.
It'll have been, that's what I paid for Mark. That's what he had the last one up for.
So I think so that makes that 110. And
it's a lot of money on Zelda, isn't it?
Yeah, for 3 games. I can't remember what I ended up paying. Probably on a video or somewhere, but I think I was like probably pushing for like 85 or something. Was that started off at 80?
I would imagine you got 90, like.
Yeah, I think I got 90. I was pushing for 80 to 85. Because I was trying to get one for free, I think. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think I've got 90 I've got them for. But like I say, I was just... For one thing, these are free games. I mean, I've been after that for decently boxed for so long now, because it's an awesome game. And the same as this one, I've been after for a long time. Twilight Princess, the game, it's quite expensive, because obviously everyone bought this game on the Wii. So it's more expensive on the game because it didn't sell as many. And just to get 3 awesome games, I made it so happy to get them from John and be able to spend some decent money with John.
It's been a while since you've spent some good whack with John, really.
It is, because like I say, because he never, obviously, my section of games that I want to buy now is getting smaller, because obviously I'm getting close to finishing my Zelda collection now, so I go looking for them, and if I can't find no Zelda, I just beef up on my NES. And the thing is, John doesn't, even Chris, they don't stock as much loose NES now, or they're more boxed guys.
Well, the box complete now.
Yeah.
They steer away from without instructions, because a lot of people, in their words, find there's no instructions and put it back.
Yeah.
If you're spending big money, you want it to be complete, otherwise some people say, what's the point? I don't know. It's just what they say.
So whatever you have loose NES now, I've already picked them from loads of times now. So it's you only ever have a couple of new NES games in that I need when I see them. So it's either kind of buying a couple of NES games for like £10-20, or any Zelda you have, and it's not very much Zelda I need. So
see, that's where we differ, isn't it? Because I'm about the boxed stuff.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I have been for the past quite a few competitions.
Chuffed with those pickups, really chuffed with them.
Yeah. Right. I found this lovely condition just at a random stall. I have no idea what the guy was called or anything, but it was cracking little boxed condition. It's one I've been after. Again, one of them common games where it's like,
you know, what you want to spend your money on because it's common.
It's pretty much new price, if you know what I mean, like around the £40 mark. And this he had it up for 26, and I just looked at the box and I thought, that is mint, that, like. Super Mario Kart. There was no instructions in it, but I wasn't too bothered because the box was that nice. I've sourced instructions since then. I mean, it's sealed on the side, so you've got to open it the wrong way around, which
is the way everyone seems to open the menu
with the tabs. I'm tempted just to cut that Nintendo seal, you know.
Why?
So I can open it the proper way. I mean, look at that. You try to open that.
I wouldn't even bother. You've got a loose Mario Kart, haven't you?
Yeah,
I would just keep that the plate and just leave that in the box, minty. Never to be taken out the box.
I got instructions, and the instructions are as minter than the box. I don't know how the instructions managed to stop so nice. But yeah,
if I was you, I would do it. I'd keep your loose card and I'd just leave that never to be opened again out of your box protector.
I put mine in there, so my one with all the time trials is in there.
Is it?
Because the other one wasn't as nice a condition as my card. So yeah, 25 I paid for it. Bargain. Like I say, I generally say it for about 30 to 35. The last one I was at, I saw one for 50 and one for 60. And I didn't even pick them up to have a look at, but they must have been mint conditions, you know. Both on the same stall as well, like. It might have been 55 and 60. So yeah, random guy, thank you very much. It was good because we were doing a Mario Kart challenge as well, weren't we?
Yeah. Just a little cheeky pick up I got off Dana. Dane's 80 something, the YouTube channel. No one ever knows the number. Why have you put numbers in your name?
86 is it?
I don't know.
85.
Anyway, I just went and looked at this store and I seen these for just £1. I says, I'll have them off for you. And these Super Smash Bros. Melody battle cards. It looks like a game. I've actually got the...
Is it Top Trumps or something?
I don't know. I've actually got the cards out here. And it's like you have a load of like location cards. And then you have character cards. So I'm going to have a look online and see how you play the game. But the cards are pretty cool anyway. Just to come with an official Nintendo magazine. Just for £1, the nice little...
Yeah.
I love stuff like this, don't I?
Well, we love our games like that as well, so we'll have to take them to work and play them on the day table one day.
If I can figure out how to play it. If you can play it, you know what I mean?
I'm sure you can.
Yeah.
While you're on about Danes there, I've got a couple of pickups off him. He's a cracking lad, like, isn't he? He did them for a bargain as well.
Yeah, he does everything for a bargain.
Oh yeah, you don't even have to haggle with him. I mean, first off, I got this.
To be honest, I think you tried to give us these. And I was like, no, I'll pay. I honestly think, I think you tried to say
surprises.
And I was like, no, I'll give you the money. So it's not for everything to buy from me, so I have to buy something. But he did try to give us these for free. I was like, no, I'll give you a quid.
Wait, I got this. He had it marked up as a tenner. It's a GameCube joystick. He had it marked up as a tenner, and he just said, "Oh, it has." I said, "How much is it?" And he says, "Oh, it's got £10 on it, but obviously that's not for you." I was like, "Right, so how much do you want for it?" He says, "You can have it for £5." I was like, "You can't say no, can you?" It's like
he's awesome.
Yeah,
he really is.
And I said, "Just leave it behind your table, and I'll collect it later," because I didn't fancy carrying that around all day. This was at the very start of the day. So he put it to one side, and when I had another shifty around his table, and this caught my eye. I've passed it up a few times. Normally it's about £5 or something. I think he had it for a couple of quid more. But I didn't take too much attention. I said, "Is it any good?" And he said, "Nah, it's rubbish. It's not as good as the first one, and nowhere near." Yeah. So I just left it.
Didn't even know it existed.
I went back at the end of the day, and it was still there when I went to pick my joystick up. And I said, I think I had £2 on it or something like that. I said, "Would you sell a £5 game for £2? He said, "Which one, like?" And I said, rifled through. I said, "This one here, Die Hard Trilogy 2. And then I saw the price on it. I think it was for £7 or £8. It was like, "That's not even a fiver. It doesn't matter." And he said, "Oh no, just take it. Just take it." And I'm like, "Are you sure?" Because I honestly thought it was a fiver. I never took much notice, but all the rest of the games in the stack with that one were about a fiver, so I just assumed, really. I've never seen it before. It was a fiver, so I didn't. I just didn't pay any attention. Like I say, and he was such a sound, like, "Yeah, just give us £2. It's all right. That's no bother."
He's spot on. Like, he's been hanging out in a couple of streams recently, and it's good just to hang out.
Oh yeah,
like, and he just talks, so it's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're saying, he's just such a lovely lad. He really is.
He is, like, yeah. Also, at the end of the day, another random guy. I saw this. It's the one I passed up at this price.
Yeah.
About maybe 2 years ago or something. And I thought, I don't want to pay £25 for a Mega Drive game. It was back in them days where Mega Drive, £25 was like, it was a good price for a Mega Drive game, you know. I mean,
Plus you already had it and all, didn't you?
no, I've got it now. I didn't have it back then. I did see it on Repro. Yeah, I've got it now, like I say. I didn't have it back then. I did see it on Repro, and it was £1.8, and I was really tempted to buy it just because of the old arcade machine.
And again, was that at the Retro Games Fair at the...
What, where I saw it for 25?
At Repo.
Oh, he was Leeds. It was
at the
Town Hall. Yeah, that's where it was. Probably our first or second event, I think. It might have been a collectabilia even, you know.
Possibly.
Anyway.
You're rambling.
We always ramble. This was £25. It was at the end of the day. I'm surprised it hadn't gone for that price, like, because it's box complete. It's Splatterhouse 2 on the Mega Drive. £25, and I said, "Would you do 20 for it?" Because obviously at the end of the day, I like to spend my money. Took it, no bother. So it's like, bargain. I've seen that go for like £60. At the next one we went to, somebody was selling it for £60. I mean, obviously, it probably is mint. That's a good condition. It's not bad. The box is all nice. You know, it's still got the hang tab. None of the boxes coming away. The top of the thing's not scuffed. Instructions are alright. They've got a bit of a small crease on the one side, but they're just falling out.
Yeah, there are loads of creases on them now.
No, like I say, it's... What more do you want? I don't know how much it actually sells for on CEX. I never looked it up. All I know is that it's more than that. You tend to see it for 25 without the instructions.
Yeah.
So I would imagine the instructions would put at least another £5 on. Probably 10. So, have you got how else, Chris?
Yeah, one more.
Go on, and I'll show where I got off. Retro John's boyfriend, Chris.
So this one here, I was supposed to have been spent up if I even went to this event, because this here, Stu, Tootie messages a long time before this event, probably a month or two before this event, and said he had this and do I want it? I said of course I do, so we arranged the price, and then I think there was another event I missed he was going to bring too, so this one here we organised going to bring this event, so, and I think this was, he said he'd give us a crack deal, and I think it was £40 the deal was made on this.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, but also Sega Mega Mods demo was going to be there, and after I picked my EverDrive up on the event before, I made a deal that he was going to do a region 3 Mega Drive for us, but also he was going to move the audio jack to around the back just so I can get an RGB cable with an audio breakout. And that was £50 maybe, I can't remember what it was, but anyway, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 50.
And we did, so basically I was going to be spent up before I even got there, because I was only taking 100 with us. And when I turned up, Stu had forgot to bring this game, and Damo hadn't time to do a mod because he was that run over, so basically my budget went up, so that's why I ended up getting all my Zelda games and other stuff and that. And so I was like, great. So anyways, I
went round and spent all his money in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, well not the first 5 minutes, maybe the first 7. And as I was walking back down, Stu just calls, oh Chris, I've got that game. I'm like, why Stu, I've spent my money now, I can't afford it. And he's like, well no worry, I'll give you the game and I'll PayPal the money in the next month once I got some money back into my account. So yeah, so this game I ended up getting as well as all my other stuff, and it is a Zelda game of course, and it is a fantastic one. It is a Link, the face is available on the CDI. Yeah, which is just an awesome addition to my collection.
Never to be played.
It will be played, Gav. It will be to be live streamed on my channel, because I'm in talks with my good friend Simon Locke, and he's kind of going to keep his eyes open for a broken, because apparently you can get a knacky ones go for quite cheap, and they tend to be easy-ish fixes. Easy-ish fixes. Obviously sometimes I might take a risk and not get one working, but Simon said he'll keep his eyes open if he sees out.
There's a burn on it, that's right.
It's a bit of a scruff on the back.
It's a laser burn, that. It's not a bad one, like. I've seen a lot worse and they still play, so I wouldn't worry about it.
But hopefully, I shall be getting a CDI. Maybe not soon, but in the future, and I'll be able to play these. But the equate boxes all the way don't matter. But yeah, there's obviously the faces available. There's the one of Gamelon, and these are known for their
rubbishness, god awfulness,
awesome cutscenes, and their fantastic gameplay. But there's actually one called Zelda's Adventure, and in that one you actually have live action cutscenes, which is supposed to be even better.
Yeah, that live stream will be brilliant to watch, like Chris.
They're just little curiosities, aren't they? Little awesome additions.
Yeah.
The free stains on the Zelda franchise. An awesome addition to the collection.
And like I say, my final pickups from Chris, Retro Chris, as we've dubbed them, a game I used to have in the day with no instructions. I forgot that I didn't have instructions. When I got home, I looked in the box and realised there was no instructions, so I was gutted. But on the day I knew, when I shouted at him that there was no instructions, because he goes on about having no instructions for everything. I said instructions a lot of time there, didn't I?
You did.
Joe Mack, Game Man Ninja. Need instructions for that. He had it for 30. Somebody messing around over there, yeah. Yeah, he had it for 30, and I shouted there was no instructions. He says, wait, how much do you want to pay for it then? And I said, a tenner. He said, how much is it? I went, 20. He said, go on then. I said, it's not really, it's 30. So he jumped the price up straight away when I did that. But I got that, and I was trying to get quite a deal going actually, which didn't quite pan out because he wouldn't drop as much off as I was hoping for, but he still knocked a decent amount off. And this was the game, one of the games that I was trying to get in the deal. I was trying to bundle all sorts in, like, but he wasn't having it. I ended up getting DuckTales 2.
Yeah,
one I've been after for a long time, like. I'm a bit disappointed in the cart, he had 2 copies of this, and he said this was the nicer copy. I never looked at the cart inside. Rookie mistake. It's good, but I think there's a bit of damage on the label, or the label's starting to peel or something like that. So a bit disappointed in that. But the box is nice. The instructions is there and everything. So it's one of them things. I'll get round to swapping the cart over one day. I'll find it somewhere and do a swap and then sell it. I've already had the cart once. I sold it on.
It's a cool edition, not like it's a nice game then.
I got them 2 for, I'll just have a look at my list down here. They were supposed to be, oh god, I can't read what that says, 150 for them 2, which was 30 and 120, and it's like, nah, I'm not paying 120 for DuckTales 2. I ended up getting them for 115, which is a nice little deal.
Well, considering that means you're getting 5 rough that and that's for free.
I looked at it more like 20 for Joan Mac and 95 for DuckTales 2, which I think is still high end. You do see it for 75 with no instructions. Are instructions worth 20 quid for DuckTales 2? I don't know. They had to come by, so they might be. I've never seen any sold separate. So, and then at the end of the day, I did a lot of buying at the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
Last purchase, the last of my money, after Splatterhouse and Die Hard, because the £2 for Die Hard was just the change I had. I gave Chris 25 quid, and I saw this, and it's like 35. It's like, Chris, would you do 25 for that? And he's umming and ahhing, you know. It's like, that's all I've got, mate. That is the absolute last. He says, you'll have more money. Show us your wallet. So I got my wallet out, and I had a £1 scratch card in there. It's like, I tell you what, you can have it £25 and this scratch card for £1, and that's me spent. That's me cleaned out. So he took it.
He took your scratch card.
He took me scratch card offers and then complained about getting a scratch card. He said he's going on Facebook this, like, it's the first, this one. It's like, wait, gives it back then. But no, tenner off.
But was one of those ones to a specific shop and all?
It's like a Poundland one. Yeah, sorry about that. My last phoners, they've missed the last bus back from getting out on the drink. So they're expecting us to go pick them up.
Yeah. Took a gang load in.
Oh yeah, I've got to take his car, because it's a minibus, and go pick 7 of them up or 6 of them up. It's like, champion.
It's not literally a minibus, it's just got extra seats in my car. Yeah. But Chris has got a minibus.
Yeah, so I paid 25 plus a £1 scratch card from Poundland.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's from a specific shop.
It's not a national lottery scratch card or nothing hoity-toity like that. It's a Poundland scratch card. But it's a winner. I bet he's still got it now. I bet he hasn't.
I bet he should keep talking. Can you believe that I took this for a game?
Yeah.
I don't be careful, just so you can tell stories about it all the time.
He'll put it on a frame in his mantelpiece so he can keep mentioning it. But yeah, I played it like it's basically like all the other Looney Tunes games, you know.
Yeah.
They're alright.
That means it's a good game then.
They're alright, they're not brilliant. You collect different guns in that one. Bit like the Earthworm Gyms actually, the way you have the different power up for the guns and stuff. Bit repetitive, not too bad, not too good. I don't know, it wouldn't be worth £35, I wouldn't have said.
Yeah.
The box, the game is, but not for the gameplay, because the box on that and everything's mint. It's probably one of my best Super NES games, other than Earthworm Jim, who I got off Chris, and that's brand new, that one. Like, so yeah, that was my pickups for Leeds Retro Game Fair, Super Retro Game Fair.
Awesome, get to see some good pickups, Scott. So that was a good event.
It was, yeah.
It's a really good one. It was a long day, but it was a really good day. It's like the same. We did the whole. It worked really well because we got there like early-ish. We had a good walk around all the stalls. Had a good chat to everyone, and then we went up and I did the competition. And then Gav turned up and helped do a little bit of the competition. And then, but it was such a good crack. Like you said, it was just class hanging out with Jay. Jay found us on Retro Heads and he's become regular in the streams. So become really good friends with him, and I think he was supposed to go to Doncaster, but then he found out we weren't going to Doncaster. He knew we were going to Retro Games Fair, so he actually changed his plans.
Simon did as well.
And so did Simon Locke. Changed his plans to come and just hang out with us, and it was amazing. Just to come and drink. I mean, we went up having some bake with him. I think after we did the competition, you went and did some more looking for games, and me and Simon went for some food. Then Jay come and hung out and had a drink with us, and it was just class, just hanging out. Then we went and spent the last hour or so walking around again, just buying more games.
It was nice to talk to them without having to type it on his stream.
Yeah. It was just, and I thought the day just flowed really well for me.
Oh, it did, yeah. It was a long, hectic day, but it was all good, if you know what I mean.
I mean, the thing it's draining doing these competitions because you're on the go all the time. You constantly turned on, like trying to chat to people all the time. You just never.
Even repeat yourself a lot as well, don't you?
Oh, a load. But obviously it was weird because I was trying to talk to Simon and even Sammy. Obviously I forgot about Sammy there. He turned up obviously. But I'm in mid conversation. I'm like, hold that thought then. Do you want to go Mario Kart? So it was nice that after the competition I got to hang out for a little bit and just have a general crack. But yeah, it was brilliant. I loved the day. I really did.
Yeah, it was cracking. Like good chat with Simon. Good chat with Jay. Good chat with Sammy. The retro lovers, yeah. Stephen, even I got some games off Stephen, PS1 games, £1 each, boxes really, couple of alright games, but I didn't bring them because they only £1 PS1 games, you know. I had enough to go through without all that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was get yourself to one. That's all I can say. If you haven't been to a games fair, any games fair, go to any one. They all good.
Yeah.
You'll go back.
Definitely. But no, that was it. It was fantastic.
Yeah. Wrap it up then.
Yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. And we shall see you in the next video.